2,093 fewer votes, and he would have finished fifth in the Republican primary in New Hampshire on Tuesday night behind Ron Paul. So in our number one story in the countdown, one can understand that there might be some confusion in the advertising department of the Rudy Giuliani campaign. Still, with St. Rudy of 9/11's pitch for the Republican presidential nomination hinging on how he does in Florida, one would have thought the last person he would want to include in his commercials there, even in the most subliminal fashion, even for the briefest of times, would be me. And yet, admittedly, in a crowd, there's the guy the Giuliani campaign once tried to get thrown off the pre-debate coverage of the Republican debate at the Reagan Library. The guy who has faithfully covered all of Giuliani's scandals and reminded everybody that his counterterrorism reputation is mostly a figment of his imagination. Let's take a look.
With pundits handicapping the campaign like the Super Bowl, it's easy to lose sight of what's at stake. An economy in peril, a country at war, a future uncertain. The media loves process. Talking heads love chatter. But Florida has a chance to turn down the noise and show the world that leadership is what really matters.
I'm Rudy Giuliani, and I approved this message.
It's quite a crowd. I counted at least 14 of us in there, supposedly supporting that dubious claim that TV is treating this like the Super Bowl rather than addressing issues and character. But if you missed it, there we are, me and Dana Milbank in a Rudy Giuliani commercial. We now have a statement from Mr. Milbank on this. Quote, in compliance with the FCC's equal time provisions, I have agreed to cut ads for Huckabee and Romney, too. By the way, do you think Hannity, O'Reilly, Dobbs, Dick Morris, Juan Williams, Fred Barnes, and Brian Kilmeade are A, happy to be sharing the screen with us, and B, happy to be thrown under the bus as pundits, politicos, and talking heads by Giuliani? I mean, Hannity might even stop hosting Giuliani campaign events. Plus, knowing the Giuliani spiel, doesn't a commercial that mentions the economy sort of veer off from his one and only message? Well, in a bipartisan spirit of cooperation from one New Yorker to another, and with the help of the archives at TPM Muckraker, we've re-edited this Giuliani-Olbermann commercial in a way that fits the spirit of this fine American's campaign.
With pundits handicapping the campaign like the Super Bowl, it's easy to lose sight of what's at stake.
Like September 11? September 11? September 11 is obviously the biggest one.
The media loves process.
Before September 11, until September 11, during September 11, on September 11. Since September 11, post September 11.
Future anniversary of September 11th.
Talking heads love chatter.
Talk about September 11.
I'm not talking about September 11th.
Just because of September 11. September 11 is part of our debate. We'd be putting our head in the sand if we took September 11 out of the debate.
But Florida has a chance to turn down the noise.
September 11. September 11.
September 11th.
And show the world that leadership is what really matters.
On September 11.
On September 11th.
September 11.
September 11th.
September 11. September 11. September 11. September 11. September 11.
I'm Rudy Giuliani, and I approved this message.
September 11.
Yeah, also, you should say I'm Rudy Giuliani, and on 9/11, I approve this message. That's countdown for this, the 1,716th day since the declaration of mission accomplished in Iraq. From New York, I'm Keith Olbermann. Good night, and good luck. Our coverage